It is time for us to suffer. I do not like the Crystal Tower raids. I am not a fan of them. And we had to do a lot of that. Let us go. Hi there. Let us go to Mordona. I walked, so I canceled it. Like a fool that I am. Legacy of Allag. What are these emotes? Do I know you? Ah, unless I am very mistaken, you are the famed adventurer who bested the Gallian Empire's general, are you not? The great Psyche Algane herself? Amazing, and more than a little serendipitous. One might even call it fate. But I but recently received word of a truly unique opportunity, you see. An opportunity the like of which none but one of your proven worth could take advantage. The reward, not less than the accumulated knowledge of a fallen civilization. The risk, a single misstep could cost you your life. But what is a little danger to a storied hero such as you? Are you okay? A woman with absolute confidence in her own abilities stands to profit handsomely from this venture. No, I crave no recompense for my part in bringing this opportunity to your attention. The historic discoveries you shall make will be reward enough, I assure you. Oh, thank you, Arke. If my words have fanned the flames of your curiosity, then I bid you seek a man by the name of Rambros at St. Coinox Fine. It is he who stands at the doorway to untold marvels, awaiting the arrival of a champion bold enough to march across the threshold. You should totally try. Why? I wonder who this guy is. I wonder who he... Oh, actually, we can't see. You can't see his third eye, damn. go to sleep, Yoake. Let's go talk to Rambros. Why, if it isn't Psyche Algane herself, I was not expecting such a celebrated guest. To what do I owe the honor of this visit? You're directed here, you say, by a man clad in foreign garb. Well, the opportunity spoken must surely refer to our latest anthropological graphical endeavor. Quite how you came to know of it is another matter. All knowledge of this project was supposed to be restricted to my organization. Get good, Ipsioake! That is something for me to ponder in private. You are here now, and your services will, I am certain, prove invaluable. I must warn you, however, that the venture we have in mind is no simple excavation. An unprepared or incautious adventurer could very well find himself on an unplanned and unpleasant journey that falls on hands. Knowing this, do you still wish to lend your cooperation? Yes. Yes, I am a cat. No! How dare you? How dare you? I'll bite you, Ake. How dare. You're evil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Evil. Evil Yoake. How dare you? How dare you? I thought you'd say that your courage is scarcely a secret. No, the first. Seika, I thought it was you. What brings you to St. Coinox? Don't tell me. The Alliance is sending you on another realm-shaking, history-making mission to lay low an apparently insuperable foe. Yes? No? Thank you for the head pats. Yeah, you better say sorry. No! How dare you make me hydrate? You monster. Ah, I see you two are already acquainted. This is well. Master Garland, our intrepid hero here has got wind of the forthcoming expedition and is kindly pledged to assist us. She has she? Glad to have you aboard, Seika. You don't have the faintest idea what you volunteered for, do you? Very well, let us begin at the beginning. Thank you for the head pats. Yes, give Ina head pats. The Sons of St. Coinox are tasked with unearthing the secrets of long-fallen Allican Empire, and this present endeavor aims to delve more deeply into the civilization's mysteries than ever before. Ah, but I know that. Look, in the event that you feel ill-equipped to contribute much on the subject of Allegan archaeology, I invite you to recall your encounter with the Ultima. That mechanical monstrosity represented a feat of engineering far beyond all Galamon can presently achieve. Naruto Scava simply awoke it. I mention this by way of reminder that you have had what one might term extensive first-hand experience with the notable Allegan relic. In short, you're practically an archaeologist. Practically an archaeologist. I want that as a title. You're practically an archaeologist. Now, to the core of the matter. Here in Mordona, there stands an entire Allegan structure which we have yet to investigate. I speak, of course, of the Crystal Tower. After witnessing the destructive capabilities of the Ultima weapon and the lesson in Dalamud before it, it seems wise to treat any remnants from the era with the utmost caution. They must be analyzed, monitored, and above all, kept from falling into the ruin. Throughout the plane, I have no wish to see another megalomaniacal legatus wield one of those weapons. It was this thought which first moved me to contact the Suns and propose that the tower be explored. Nah. You want it to be an odd number, yeah! For several millennia, the Crystal Tower remained hidden, buried down underground. But like so many other things that are better left undisturbed, the structure was freed from its stony prison by the Great Upheaval, which accompanied the coming of the Seventh Umbrella. It now stands revealed in all its splendor, a gleaming sphere of crystal pointed at the bosom of the heaven. M-A-R-K, get goody! Hi. We knew the tower to be a repository of much of the ancients' wisdom. Unfortunately, its entrance is guarded by formidable defenses. We cannot so much as peep through the keyhole, much less set foot inside. These defenses take the form of statues carved in the likenesses of a giant swordsman. The Ancient Sentinels, as the Suns are wont to call them, is the first barrier we must overcome. Why not simply fly over them in an airship, you ask? It's been tried before. Any vessel that ventures too close to the tower is blasted out of the air. We either destroy those statues or the front door is forever beyond our reach. How intriguing. My colleagues and I are ill-suited in negotiating such deadly hazards. Thus, if we are to gain access to the tower's secrets, we must needs employ the services of an experienced adventurer. It will be difficult and dangerous, Seika, but I can think of no finer woman for the task. If I didn't know better, I'd say you had the taste for these deadly escapades. I look forward to working with you again. There's much and more to be done before we can begin the expedition proper. Take some time to prepare yourself, and I shall explain the challenges that lie ahead. Our first objective is to reach the entrance to the Crystal Tower. As I previously mentioned, however, that will prove no easy task. The entrance is guarded by powerful defense mechanisms, each utilizing one of the four elements of fire, water, wind, or earth. Anyone attempting to simply stroll past these unsleeping sentinels invites swift obliteration. Based on Master Garland's analysis, however, we are reasonably certain that the attacks of these lethal contraptions can be reflected using the crystal of the corresponding. Naturally, these crystals must be of surpassing clarity, free of the slightest impurities, much like the flawless specimen used by the Beastmen in their primal summoning rituals. Maybe I should have said exactly like the specimens they use. Were there any other way, we would not ask this of you, but we need someone to enter the Beast Tribe stronghold and liberate the perfect crystals. For the moment, I would have you focus on obtaining 2 of the 4 crystals we require. We make for Lanesca, where both the Sapsa spawning grounds and Ugumaro mine are located. You may be certain that the materials used in the Beastmen's sacred rituals will be well defended. Whether you choose to venture there alone or with companions, I shall leave to your discretion. But whatever you do, please be careful. We're gonna steal stuff! Yay! How much longer is that gonna be going on for? Oh my goodness, how many did you redeem? Holy shit! Let's go steal a crystal. Surely they won't be needing to use it. Okay, you actually have more health than I thought. Now to the tops of spawning again. We love the cat mount. I am not a femboy. I will bite you, Bobbert. How dare. I am not a femboy. I will bite you. I will bite you, Krosky. Oh, meow, 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 meow. Alright, we got more crystals. It's a fun little history lesson. You had to do like fates for this part. So you'd have to wait around and do very specific things. Alright, good luck at work, Bobbert. What the heck? No. Bad. Bad, Krosky. Shush, shush. No. Go take a shower, Stinky. Thank you both for the 10th stream streak. Rambros. How progress your efforts in infiltrating the Beastman stronghold? So these are the famed flawless crystals of the Beast Tribes. Seeing countless specimens from I know not how many excavations, but nothing compared to these. The purity is astounding. You've done well, Seika. While the thieves in our possession, we lack only the crystals of fire and wind. Formalized in the Harak, the war camp of the Amalja and Thanma. The latter and Nap roost of the Exalt in the hills of Garathos. Expect them to be as closely guarded as the first two, not more so. Still, I look forward to receiving word of your resounding success. There's the Harak. I do not smell like catnip, huh? You wanna fight? Beat you up. Survey. Survey says... Die. Hey, you're supposed to die. I am not tiny. I am an average height male. How dare you? You cannot yeet me into the trash. It is impossible. Oh, I need like a coffee or something. What is your sight cone? Holy shit! Alright. Nope. My crystal. Yay! We have all the crystals we need now! Surely there won't be any more things we have to do, right? No, how dare you make me hydrate? You're supposed to be lurking. You're supposed to be working. How dare? Theka, it is good to see you. Tell me, were you able to obtain the remaining crystals from the beacon? Wonderful. With all 4 crystals in hand, we are now ready to proceed to the next stage of our preparations. I hope I did not give the impression that we'd be embarking on our journey to the Crystal Tower just yet. Ah! How dare you? How dare you, Bobbert? How dare? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, you better get back to work. I hope I did not give the impression that we'd be embarking on our journey to the Crystal Tower just yet. Last, there is another step which must be completed ere we come to that. While the crystals you acquired are indeed flawless, they are little use to us in their present form. They are to reflect the elemental forces of the tower's defense. They must needs be cut and polished. A process which calls for a very particular set of materials. Procuring them will be a challenging. I need to say we will be requiring your services once again. Yay, errand boy! Flawless crystals you procured for us are to retain their elemental purity during the shaping process. Very specific set of abrasive substances will be required. Well, I say substances, but one might as well just call them one substance, namely Aether Sand, which has 4 elementally aspected varieties. Alas, Aether Sand is neither common nor cheap. It is not unusual for the abrasive to exceed the value of the precious stones it is used to polish. Given the rarity of the materials in question, the Goldsmith Guild in Uldal seems the most likeliest place to purchase the quantity we require. I contacted the guild master, however. I was informed that no Aether Sand was currently. I requested that word be sent as soon as new stock came in. We get to receive all but apologies. I should mention at this point that I placed the order sometime before you procured the flawless crystals. I'm well aware that acquiring Aether Sand is no small feat, of course. I'm not an impatient man, but I fear the more we delay our investigation, the greater the risk of the tower secrets may fall into the hands of other less savory parties. As I wish to entrust you with the payment of our purchase. Speak directly with the Guildmaster Serendipity. Mayhaps the presence of such a distinguished personage will spur the guild into action. In any event, it is my hope that next we meet, you will have found at least one of the 4 varieties of Aether Sand. Now we go to Thailand! Yay! It's like, man, you had to do a really boring quest line, and then you had to do a really boring set of raids. Agony. And it's also required. Ah, Mr. Sagane, welcome. What brings you here, if I may ask? Lots of money. Here on behalf of the Sons of St. Connacht, what fortunate timing. Just about to contact Master Ambrose with the news that we finally managed to acquire a quantity of fire-aspected Aether Sand. I'm afraid it may be some time before we can supply the other 3 varieties, but you're welcome to settle accounts for that which we have now. Pray, speak with Jamim over there. Do I beg your pardon? It seems she's assisting another customer. Come on, there must be something you can do. Without that sand, we'll have to rethink our whole design. I sympathize with your plight, sir, but as I explained, the Aethysand in question is already spoken for. If you'd like to reserve the next shipment, then I would be happy to accept the funds you've offered as partial payment. Partial? Are you saying it's not enough? I'm already stretching our research budget as it is. Suppose a man can do without a midday meal for a year or two. Saika, it's been too long. What brings you here, then? Got your eye on something expensive, have you? Oh no, that's quite a money pouch. The sound of so many gills clinking together is strangely satisfying, is it not? Calming, yet invigorating at the same time. Oh no, you're here for the blooming Aethysand, aren't you? I can't deny that the Allegan civilization is a subject worth researching. Chief said he was looking into something big, but we never thought to ask him what. I am not a femboy! I will bite you, Vidar Stryd! But no, I've been too busy tinkering with the new airship design to think of much else. I'd say tinkering, wrestling would be more like it. Still, after much wringing of hands and gasping and gnashing of teeth, we managed to put together a prototype crystal-powered propulsion system. We got the idea of her when we heard how you lot had used a corrupted crystal on board the Enterprise. As a matter of fact, anyway, to cut to a long story short, the design calls for 4 varieties of Aethysand. And that's why I can't just relinquish my claim on this match here, even for you last. That's how are we meant to usher in a brave new age of technological innovation, if not by technologically innovating, right? While I hesitate to interrupt such an impassioned speech, duty compels me to point out that this lady is a representative of the organization that reserved the Aethysand in question, to mention nothing of the fact that her purse is considerably larger than yours. Oh, it's like that, is it? Alright. This batch is yours. I'll let you have it. If you're going to take my sand, it's only fair you grant me a role in this project of yours. No, you can't eat me. Impossible. Take that as a yes. It's not every day you get a chance to experiment with the wonders of the ancients. Any luck that'll inspire me to think of another technological innovation too. Now then, from what you told me, I'm guessing you'll be needing the other 3 varieties of elementally aspected Aethysand as well, right? Then rather than sitting on your rump waiting for a shipment that may never come, I reckon your time would be better spent looking for the stuff yourself. Just so happens I know a good place to start. There's said to be a peddler in North Annan who very occasionally handles the earth aspected variety of Aethysand. Wedge is in the process of confirming the rumor as we speak. I know what you're thinking. When did my timid little friend decide he didn't need me to hold his hand? Answering just the other day. Seems to have been inspired by a certain adventurer's heroic example. I thought he was joking when he volunteered to go to Thailand with that. I hope he managed to stay out of trouble. Use this femboy repellent on Ling. It does nothing! Because I'm not a femboy! Huh? It is ineffective. No effect. None whatsoever. You wasted your money, good sir. Out of the blue fog, and you should be able to find him poking about with his new bodyguard. Oh, did I not mention that? I Wedge thought it might be wise to hire an adventurer to come in, just in case your heroic example turned out to be less inspiring. Hi, Hoshi! Damn you, Hoshi! How dare you make me hydrate? Thank you for the hat pats. How dare. Hi, Hoshi! Hi! Huh. Save your greetings. If you're looking for a hard blade, then you have to look elsewhere. After the day I've had, the only company I crave is the squat silent type. Type that has a handle and holds no less than a pint of ale. You wish to hear my tale? I warn you, 'tis no stirring epic, but as you asked, my employer, a law-felon lad, wished to pay a visit to a peddler who deals in some manner of special sand. Forgot what it was called, but 'tis apparently worth a small fortune. Anyway, when we arrived, the man claimed his stock has been stolen by bandits. Determined not to return empty-handed, we crept into the bandit stronghold and set about locating the stolen goods. Long story short, alarms were raised, drugs were broken, and we fled in black panic. Separated from my employer in the confusion, I have not seen him since. Oh, a friend of yours, is he? You best be prepared for the worst. 'Tis just possible the poor sod may yet be lost in the old Amagina Mithra. I fear the bandits will caught up to him. What do you mean I can't survive on liquid weed? What? There is no liquid weed! I will bite you! I will bite you! Meow. How could I be so stupid, sneaking into bandits' lairs? It's just not the sort of thing I do. I'm going to die for it. No, I just need to calm down. I can do this. I can be brave. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to walk out of here. Here we go. I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. I promise I'll leave and never come back. Seika? Is it really you? But how did you find me? Can you smell fear? Actually, ignore that smell. I expected you were wondering why I'm here. Well, I was just in the process of retrieving some stolen aether sand, which Briggs and I needed for our research. As it happens, it was, I concede, perhaps a touch foolish and very nearly fatal. I did succeed in snatching the stuff. Before my bodyguard ran away and several dozen bandits came piling after me with knives and axes and what looked very much like a plank with a rusty nail in it. Anyway, the important thing is the stolen aether sand is right here in my oh dear. It must have fallen out when I was taking evasive maneuvers. It seems I won't be leaving this infernal place for a while yet. You'll find the aether sand in my stead? Oh, thank the gods, you're a true friend, Seika. I hope the search doesn't prove too troublesome. The bandits don't seem to care much for visitors. How dare you! I will bite you, Vidar Shrid. How dare you! How dare you! You're evil. Your evil knows no bounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I went to go roll up my chair, accidentally just hit my heel. Ow. Pain. Oh, thank the gods, you're a true friend, Seika. I hope the search doesn't prove too troublesome. The bandits don't seem to care much for visitors. And if they don't care much for visitors, I won't care much for them. They'll just die. Or I can just fly up high enough to where they lose aggro. Yes, give Anna headbats. Seika, have you had any luck in locating the aether sand? Yes, that's it. I must return to the workshop at once to tell Biggs the wonderful news. What's that? We're also on a mission to collect aether sand. You're working with the chief? A treasure trove of elegant knowledge, you say? I see. And you should really be the one to have this. Biggs and I are far from exhausting all possible avenues of airship innovation. That sounds as if your problem can't be solved by any other means. The expedition of yours sounds jolly interesting, I must say. I'm inclined to join you. In fact, I think I will. Any venture worth the chief's time must be worth a look. Right. I'm more than ready to leave this awful place behind, and you should return to Mordona with the aether sand before there are any more, little mishaps. Be sure to keep a close eye on your pocket, Seika. Yay, Aaron boy! It's gonna be like an hour before we get to the first raid. I am not a femboy! I'll bite you. I'll bite you, Bobbert. Ah, Seika, you return. I take it from your presence that you were successful in procuring us some aether sand. Which variety did you find? No, I don't want to hydrate. How dare you? No! Gao killed me. Gao killed me with the 100 stream streak. Well, that's amazing, Gao. Thank you so much for 100 stream streak. That's actually crazy. That is crazy, Gal. As the first person to reach 100 stream streak, whenever in the future, if I ever have merch, you will be the first to receive a discount code. If I ever get merch in the future. That's the only thing you get, though. I see. Well, 2 varieties. Well, that was 2 more than could be reasonably expected, and 2 less than I had hoped you would say. Forgive my flippancy. You've done well. Truly, if all goes to plan, we no longer fear death by fire. Master Garland, if you'd be so kind as to prepare the relevant crystals. I shall set to work immediately. Truth be told, I've been looking forward to this. One does not encounter materials like these every day. Speaking of which, how in the 7 hells did you find them? Mistake me not, old friend. I know only too well how capable you are. But aether sand isn't something you simply find gathering dust at the back of a... Oh, it broke. It broke. I accidentally touched the wire that my my webcam is on, so now it broke. No, only too well how capable you are, but aether sand isn't something you simply find gathering dust at the back of a merchant's rare gem cabinet. Why is the dude's head so comically small? That's just Roganin. You had help from Biggs and Wedge? Trust them designed a revolutionary new engine the moment I turned my back. How's a genius meant to rest on his laurels when his employees are so damnably inventive? Now they're determined to join us, are they? Typical. I jest, of course. It will be good to have them around. Still, as a matter of professional pride, let's endeavor to procure the 2 remaining varieties of aether sand before they arrive, shall we? Tell me, Rambos, have we any information on where the water and wind aspect attempts might be hiding? Not as of yet, but I have made certain arrangements. We shall soon see if my efforts will have borne fruit. Forgive me for observing, but you seem less enthusiastic about the prospect. If there's a complication, I'd rather we discuss it now than risk jeopardizing the expedition. Mayhap an explanation is in order, but first let us savor the preliminary victory that Seika has won for our cause, if only for a moment. Yay! We still have another quest before we can do the raid! Performance for the ages! Yes, I must speak with the arrangements I made to require the 2 remaining varieties to you. Some days ago, I asked Charlie and acquaintance of mine to travel to Gridania and there gather the necessary materials. Since the time, however, I have heard nary a whisper from them. To be frank, this lack of communication is not entirely uncharacteristic, but I cannot discount the possibility that something ill has befallen them. Alas, we do not have the time to investigate its fate. As I mentioned before, the more we delay our expedition, the more likely it is that the Crystal Tower's secrets will fall into the wrong hands. Therefore, I would entrust you with the same mission I assigned my friend. Travel to the Black Shroud. Seek out Possum on Trit, the master of the markets in Gridania. If anyone knows where aether sand might be, it is he. Yeah, Gao is actually a pretty W mod. Praise Gao! Everyone praise her! Crystal Tower in FF3 was low-key ass, but not because it was hard, but because it comes after a full dungeon that has 3 dungeons inside. Well, Gal, I got some news for you. Crystal Tower in this game is also ass. And it's also not because it's hard, but because it's 3 full dungeons that are boring and have nothing in them. Yes, I'm sorry. Did you say you wish to purchase aether sand? Forgive me, madame, but have you the faintest idea of the rarity of the material you seek? I have not seen so much of the grain of aether sand in the markets for many a long year. I can tell you where one might mine the ore from which the water aspect variety is abrasive described. But only a desperate fool would willingly set foot in the place. You seem undeterred very well. There's a thing of being a little too accurate. Are you familiar with Earth's Gift? This is where the ore can be found, in an area inhabited by particularly pernicious hogs. Should you encounter the Betest Nightmare, you will know that you are in the right place, albeit at the wrong time. Farewell. I will bite you, Bobber. I am not a Shark King, a rude, aggressive, biting tsundere femboy. How dare. yeah, it's a corpse. 500 maidling photos? What? Huh? What are you on about, Hoshi? You're too late, adventurer, not only for the entertainment. You'll find no trace of the ore which was but recently lay here, nay, not so much as a speck. Ah, no, you will never spy me from there. For the time being, at least, you will have to trust the evidence of your ears. Now stop squinting at the foliage and listen. As I told you, the water-blessed mineral you hope to find is gone, taken by me. Victory has made me magnanimous, however. Accordingly, I have decided to share the location of an alternative source of aethicite. The wind-touch variety, to be specific. I trust I have your attention. Good. A band of an Exol in the North Shroud keeps a quantity of the evasive for purposes of removing impurities from lesser crystals. Well, do you mean to dally here all day? Make haste, adventurer, before I snatch another prize from under your nose. This is to be a race. The Exoli logging grounds in the North Shroud shall be our destination, and that is where the real amusement will begin. May the best man win. Oh, she needs that girl's Frontline 2 content. Damn. Steals all the streaming girls. Oh, she just wants to be surrounded by people playing Girls Frontline 2. Well, that was easy. Gimme, 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 gimme. Bravo! That was quite a show, adventurer. Oh, the spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of Aethysand slipped my mind. If it ain't thought, it ain't not. Yeah, that's a lie. I've seen you boot it up many times. We had forfeited our little race. Congratulations, the wind touched the race is yours. Yet, having been treated to such a memorable performance, I cannot help but feel that the greater prize is mine. This inequity must not stand. I insist that you accept a token of my appreciation. Payment for this entertainment will be awaiting for you to the east. Continuing within Palm Creek. Pray retrieve the gift ere it be crushed beneath the iron feet of the Dolahar. That's a skinwalker? What do you mean? Are you talking about the Exalt? They're weird lizard birds. What does that even mean? Gimme, 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 gimme. Yeah, that's what I thought, Gal. I was confused as well. Not what you were expecting. No. Oh, she just doesn't understand the English words. Not what you were expecting. I took the liberty of refining the ore from Earth's gift in the Aethysand. Do keep it safe, adventurer. Lest you accuse me of playing games, you should know that the thought of relinquishing my prize never once crossed my mind. If I saw you in action, such deeds must needs be rewarded. It is my vocation, you see, to record history as it is made by mortal men. I much prefer to chronicle the accomplishments of the bold and mighty. Thus, it is my fervent wish that you continue your career with the same courage and zeal you've shown today. We shall meet again, adventurer, and sooner than you may imagine. You guys have to understand Hosh English. I don't think we'll ever understand that. That's an incomprehensible language. Unfriending? Damn. Hoshi hates me. What might our strain? Have I ever what? What are you doing? Nekopara Catboy's Paradise? I played like 20 minutes of it and got bored. I got bored with the Catboy one. What news of your missions? Are we any closer to acquiring the remaining abrasive? Gal, you're so right for that. You are so right for that shit. You brought both. I shall master Gall and begin work on the criticism. Yo, can we get like a based gal? Everyone say based gal. There, that should do the trick. Excellent work. We now possess all 4 of the fangs required to pierce the Crystal Tower's defenses. My compliments, Master Carl. Oh, it is a trifling matter, I assure you. Saka here is the one you should be thanking. Anyway, by my reckoning, there's nothing stopping us from striding up to the elegance front door. Why is he... What? Huh? What are you on about, Hoshi? You can't go without us, Chief. Biggs, Wedge, come to lend a hand, have you? So every day you get a chance to study the wonders of the Allagan Empire. Alright, let's see. Hey, that's Coconut. Why? Because that's Nekopara, Hoshi. Sayori likes drawing attractive Kakarus. So every day you have the chance to study the wonders of the Allagan Empire. The technology makes Garmoth look ancient. I appreciate your enthusiasm, lads. I really do, but we're not here to take the knowledge for ourselves. Twice in the last decade, the promise of unimaginable power has prompted men to meddle with technology they do not understand. The realm has been dragged onto the very brink of oblivion on both occasions. It should not be so irresponsible as to risk another. Wedge, do you recall our company's creed? Yes, Chief, it's, freedom through technology. Exactly, freedom. When we forsook our homeland, we swore that we would have no truck with machines that could be used as remote tyranny. That has not changed. Should you feel tempted to break your oath, remember this. The wonders of the all-knowing Allagan Empire cannot save this civilization. I've damn near doomed ours. Twice. No, you can't ship me to hell. I think they reset Cecil to level 1 after we became Paladin, and how much more do I have to grind? Ah ha 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 ha! Point and laugh, point and laugh. This is why we must explore the Crystal Tower, and if it needs be, seal away its secrets. A compelling viewpoint. It's unyielding wills such as yours that have defined the course of history. Dear Lord, Gal, how much grinding do you do? So your turn at last. What, pray tell, has kept you so wholly preoccupied that you cannot spare a moment to inform me of your progress or preservation? Why, the task you assigned to me, of course. Surely you've not forgotten about the Aether Site. I tasked a passing adventure with delivering it. A more capable courier I cannot imagine. It's the boy! Yeah. Graha. I have no idea, Gal. That's a great question. Greetings, adventurer. Did I not say we would meet again? I believe an introduction is in order. I am Grahatia, one of the students of Bardesi. I look forward to joining you on your groundbreaking expeditions. Yeah. It's the boy. It's my favorite character. Grahatia has been assigned to the project as an observer. I hope you will forgive him his eccentricities and welcome him as one of our own. So then, our fellowship is complete, and all stands ready to step into the unknown. 3 cheers for Noah! Noah? That's not the name I have chosen for our little collective. Given our differing backgrounds, we cannot very well call ourselves the Sons of Thames Corner, can we? You can't ban me. And we must have a memorable appellation if our adventure is to leave its marks in the annals of history. I could claim that NOAA stands for Nominated Observers of Artifacts Historical, and so it does, technically. But my true reason for choosing this name stems from the fact it is shared by a vaunted elegant archaeologist. God, what are you doing, huh? Why are you able to shout out me? Do you know Lizard, Link? I do not. I do not know Lizard. An Archmagus. I like the sound of that. Very well. Now that the pressing matters of what to call ourselves has been settled, it's time we set forth to brave out the outer defense of the Crystal Tower. Is everyone ready to depart? Yeah. Ready! We're almost an hour in and we're only just now, like, reaching the first raid. The Labyrinth of the Ancient. Esteemed colleagues, the secrets of Ancient Alec beckon. Let's not keep them waiting any longer. Adventurer, you and I will join the engineers at the Crystal Tower's main gateway, where we will endeavor to neutralize the structure's outer defenses. Ramboros, meanwhile, will remain here and oversee the operation. Given my knowledge of Alec and history, it seems logical that I should lead the expedition itself. Though I admit the role does not exactly befit my status as an observer. Still, we can make use of the resources at hand. Assuming all are in agreement, let us proceed forthwith to the large lopsided gate found to the southeast. Yay! It's time for the first Crystal Tower raid! I'm gonna bite you, Bobber! How dare? How dare? Yeah, I know, right? Grawhat started as a bard. It's so weird. Yeah, I will bite. Crystal Tower lies beyond this portal. Now comes the interesting part. Sid, you are only one of our numbers who has ever crossed the threshold. I ask that you take the lead for the present. By the way, no! How dare you make me hydrate? How dare you, Colonel? I'll bite you. Yeah, Colonel was being a good turtle. Was sleeping. Dun, 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 dun. I will bite you. You can't stop me. Go do your work, Bobbert. I say, the energy radiating from these statues is palpable. Lucky for us that it is. One might otherwise stroll past them, feast your eyes on the elemental defenses which prompted our lengthy preparations. These sentinels prevent would-be intruders from advancing to within 20 yards of the tower's inner reaches. Wasn't being good, I just rage quit before being awake and not being able to yap with people. Rip. Well, you know, the funny thing, Colonel, is that I was actually in a VC. You just didn't see me the whole time. So, haha. So the turtle's bite is way stronger than the cat, so if turtle bites you, it will be very painful. Well, too bad. I'm more nimble than he is. No matter how swift they may be. Happily, the crystal fangs we took such pains to craft would spare us the inconvenience of instantaneous annihilation. Here, allow me to demonstrate. What do you mean I usually are, huh? Chief, it's too dangerous to allow anyone else to risk his life testing them. Quite right. I made the damn things. It's my job to see that they were. What are you on about, gal? I would never be sitting there alone waiting for people to join. Never. Nope. Success! I, for one, am convinced. Friends, ready your fangs. Have you ever installed Arch Linux? No. The only Linux distro I've ever thought about installing would be the SteamOS one. I haven't installed it because it's not compatible with my GPU. That's one is yours, old friend. It seemed only right. Gimme, 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 gimme. I wanna break it. I wanna break the barrier. Let me break it. Yay! We broke the barrier! It only took an hour to get to the first raid! God help us. Haha, we did it! So much for the outer defenses. Indeed, the entrance to the tower is near to hand. My blood fairly sings with anticipation. Speaking of blood, I have a proposal for the next stage of the expedition. I suggest we wait here while Seika and a hand-picked party of her adventuring companions enter the tower. What? Without us? I thought we came here to survey the entire structure. We did, and we will. But our investigations must proceed at a more measured pace. If the outside of the place is this well defended, can you imagine what awaits us on the inside? Only a true hero could reasonably hope to brave the hazards ahead and live to tell the tale. Seika here fits that description better than anyone I know. It is not as if we shall be idle in her absence. While Seika and her companions are risking life and limb to beat us a path to the tower, we can set about analyzing this rubble for evidence of how its technologies function. You know the ancient lore will be invaluable in that endeavor, historian Grahatia. Do you ever tire of being right, old man? Seika, as it seems I won't be accompanying you. Allow me at least to provide some instruction. The maze that surrounds the base of the tower is known as the Labyrinth of the Ancient. During this initial foray, I suggest you concentrate on ridding the place of hostility. When you're reasonably certain the maze is secure, contact me via Linkshell. We shall join you post-haste, no matter what Master Garland says. Though we prefer it if any relics you encounter remain intact, know that you have leave to do whatever is necessary to secure ingress to the upper level of the tower. Fortune go with you, Seika. Yeah. Labyrinth of the Ancients, now accessible. We finally get to do a raid! Ah! It's time for our first Alliance raid of the series. 13 minutes. Oh, that's pain. We don't even get to fly here. No, it's kind of neat that we get to see the Argus over here. But it is lame that we can't fly here. I think because technically, although it's part of the like area of Mordona, it's still technically like a separate instant thing. It's either that or it's like just the system was too inflexible at the time for them to. Okay. Piss off. I really wish the enemies in Realm Reborn didn't have such giant aggro sight cones. Let's go fly around while we wait. You know, like, we see it from here. That seems too small. Yeah, so I think that is like in like a separate instanced area. Does it? I don't know. I wish I could also fly up to this thing. Oh yeah, Curdle, do you remember that? Remember that trailer I showed you that had the giant dragon? The first one that had like the giant ship with the dragon wrapping around it. The guy was fighting. Yeah, that's that. That's the wreckage with the dragon's body still surrounding it. Yeah, that's the wreckage of it. That's a dungeon, actually. We can't go to it yet, but that's where we're gonna be. Probably next time we stream this game's story, we'll be going. Yeah, it's a cool dungeon. I can't remember what it's called, actually. That's weird. I can't remember. This is the worst part of waiting for the raid. We spent an hour getting to the unlock point, and now we have to wait. We have to wait to get a party for it. What is this? Showbeck Gamers. I don't know what that is, and I'm not even gonna. Yeah, but look how big the Crystal Tower is. That's what we're doing our raids on today. Oh, hey, it popped. It's time for the first of the 3 boring raids! Yay! Yes, it's very far away. And that's why the first raid is us getting up to it, actually. Gosh darn it. Yay! It's time for the Labyrinth of the Ancients! Crystal Tower, Labyrinth of the Ancients. Hi, Skeleton God. Hi, hi. Bum. Oh, that site looks so cool. I want it. But I had to get so many tombstones for that. I don't like grinding tombstones. I am not a fembot. I'll bite you. So if you thought normal content in this game was a bit of a mosh pit, these are even worse. And this is what is known as an alliance raid, which is a raid with 24 total people. Regardless of the claims I shall hang out, thank you. I appreciate it. I am not a femboy. I will bite you, Midar Strand. I will bite you. Getting a lot of mixed messages here. Don't believe chat. Chat likes to deceive people. Don't believe anything that the chat says. Only believe me. I am the one who speaks of truths. I think I followed because Mushy had a cat and femboy. That's because Mushy's also a liar. She has been deceived by the chat. Come on. These fights are just really boring. There's not anything really, like, difficult to them. They just kind of take a bit. And that's part of why I don't like the Crystal Tower raids. They're just not engaging at all. Beat him up. Yay! Alright, let's leave this place. Get rid of those. I don't want those. We're Alliance B, so we get to go in the middle here. Bye. Another really annoying fight. This one, you have to have 4 people stand on that glowing plate right there so that we can actually attack the bosses. But the R plate doesn't open ours, it opens another group's. So they have to stay over there, stand on that plate, do nothing, while we fight the boss, and then they also have to hope that people in other groups don't do that. It's something. The design of these early bits of content are really interesting. Because you can just see how different the design philosophy became. Hop, hop. Alright, here's another boss that is just also kind of boring because there's nothing really to it. You see those lines? Those lines denote that the only people who can attack it are those people. So if I were to attack it, it does no damage. And we just kind of sit here and wait for things to spawn so we can attack those. Hi, Sunny. Hi, hi. Really? Yeah, no, these raids are not that well designed. They try to do a lot of ideas here, but the big problem is that a lot of them are just kind of half. Don't fit what the game became. Like, see, now that we're getting our line, that means we'll be able to attack the boss. And it's dead. It's like there's not really the big thing is that a lot of the fights in the Crystal Tower raids, you as the player don't particularly engage in them, aside from hitting your damage button. And now part of that is because it's so far along that you don't have to deal with mechanics anymore. Like, our gear is just too strong, our stats are too high. But it makes it very rough. I am not a fembot! I will bite you, Demo Knight! And it makes these raids in particular suffer a lot because they just don't have like actual fight structures. Like, they don't follow the rules that fights in later expansions do. They suffer for it. Damn you, Fino! I can't do that in the middle of a raid! Oh, fun little thing here though. This lava is an instant kill, so you can just kind of stand in here. Yeah, just stand in the lava. I am not doing it mid-fight, no. I am not a fembot! Ocean fishing in 59 minutes. God damn it, I'm gonna miss it. I'm not a fembot! It's just one of those things where I kind of wish they would go back and make the Crystal Tower raids completely different. Moth is playing League? Dear God, I feel so sorry for him. What do you mean I'll be streaming a bit longer? Of course I'm going to be streaming a bit longer. I have to finish these and I'm only on the first of the 3. You're still on tonight through a mana 3 times going to through. Yeah, I should be. I might be a little late depending on how long this takes. We will see. I'm going to bite you, Bobber. Alright, a fight with actual mechanics that again gets completely ignored now because of the level. Why do the tower raids if they aren't great? Well, Curdle, these are the only raids that are required to do by the story. You have to complete these raids to do the story. Now, it didn't used to be like that. That was a change that happened a few years ago. Because they became important to the story. But you cannot progress through Final Fantasy XIV story now without completing these raids. Which leads to another problem of these raids that I haven't gotten to talk about much. Since these are the only required Alliance raids, that means if you have a, go into the Alliance raid roulette, which is the random queues, you will only get, this raid is the one that you will see the most often because everyone has to play these raids. So not only are they incredibly boring, not engaging, and just kind of like poorly made, but you will do them hundreds of times. Like, I legitimately think I've done this, like, over 100 times. Why would you ever bite me? Because you're evil! I'm not a femboy! This is the only fight with anything sort of engaging in it for this entire raid. And it's the final boss. I am not a femboy! I'll bite you. Yeah, if I'm being entirely honest, if these weren't required by the story, I would have skipped them for streams. I plan to do every single raid story in streams and all that. However, I would have 100% skipped this one if it wasn't required. Alright, so the boss goes to do that. We have to run back to this because then he makes an instant death beat. And we have to fight Abs, and that's it. That's the fight. It's certainly something. These raids were, they were an idea. And honestly, future Alliance raids I enjoy a lot. like the near ones and the oh! We wiped. You wanna know who Larpsino is? Have we figured out who Larpsino is? I think that's the first time I've ever actually wiped to that. That's what they talk about in the Bible. The biblical greed. It was you? That's crazy. That is actual crazy work. How? Because we saw you interact with yourself. Hey, want to be technical? That is my second death in this entire run. Rip that guy. It's not hard to modify your personality for a character who doesn't talk. Damn. People wanting for that biblical level of greed. And that's Labyrinth of the Ancients. We still have 2 more to go through. And luckily for us, the second one is insanely fast. Let us leave. Boom. Oh, there's Seika. Very impressive, I must say. Your name shall be writ large in the volumes that are sure to be penned on this historic expedition. The scale of the structure defies comprehension. Someone plainly thought bigger was better. According to the findings of my Baldessian colleagues, Crystal Tower was constructed to collect and store the endless energies of the sun, a characteristically ambitious undertaking. Now, what are the tower's ender defenses? Judging by your haggard expression, clearing out the labyrinth was no small feat. A giant of a man wielding a shimmering scimitar, you say? Yes, that would have been Phlegethon. Not Acheron, Phlegethon. He was the hero of the Allagan Revolution. You gleaned that from what exactly? His choice of weapon? Well, I am a historian, and I have a certain, shall we say, affinity for the lore of the Allagan Empire. It is, of course, all knowledge gleaned from musty scrolls and tomes. The ancient texts claim that the Crystal Tower is defended by the Champions of Eld, resurrected and augmented through the Allagans' extraordinary technology. Chief, you need to see this. Well, there it is. The foot of the tower. What surprises do you have in store for us? Ah, how dare you make me hydrate? How dare I have to do the jumping jacks. I have to do 20 of them. God damn it. This is evil, this is cruel and unusual punishment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. He pinged himself? Oh. Rip moth. Boom. I can't tell you how glad I am to have you with us on this little jaunt, old friend. Had you not been a path through that maze, I very much doubt we'd be standing here now. Well, we have much to discuss and digest. Let us retire to St. Carnax Fine for the present, and then plan our next step. Lest there be any doubt, our expedition has some way to go yet. Owl streamer behavior? What do you mean? And a hop, skip, the jump. Bum, 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 bum. Let's go back to St. Carnax Find. Boom, boom. So good to have you join us, Seika. Our meeting will be dull indeed without a full account of your experiences in the labyrinth. Take a moment to collect yourself, and when you're ready, we shall debate how best to proceed. All prosper. The fellowship and Noah being accounted for, it is time the assembly was called to order. Ambrose will be presiding over the meeting. If you'd be so kind as to inform him of your readiness to proceed. Welcome back, Seika. I have just been reading about your account in the Labyrinth of the Ancients. It pleases me greatly to note that you seem none the worse for the experience. For your reference, I've added my own notes to Grahav's preliminary expedition report. We are piloting the Crystal Tower survey log. The information contained therein will be available to you at all times. Should you have any questions, you need only ask. Now, if there are no objections, I shall begin with a summary of the expedition's key accomplishments. Ba-bam. Ba-ba-ba. In the course of this, our first foray into the grounds of the Crystal Tower succeeded in neutralizing the structure's outer defenses, before proceeding to secure the maze surrounding the base of the spire. According to Seika's account, the labyrinth's defenses were most emphatically active. Disturbingly, her report also mentions a violent encounter with a sentry heavily augmented by Allagan technology. In short, our misgivings were well-founded. Crystal Tower was not simply thrust above ground by the chaotic shifting of Earth. It had somehow been reawoken. If, as seems increasingly likely, the tower's secrets should prove too dangerous to share with the world, we have no choice but to contain them. Short of leveling the place, will almost certainly involve returning its mechanisms to a state of dormancy. To do that, however, we will first need to address the question of how they work. A question of which must surely be waiting for us inside the tower itself. In conclusion, that is where I must go. Should I save up for the draw me or the maid outfit? Draw me. You won't ever get the maid outfit. Nope, not happening. You will never see the maid outfit. A task rather easier said than done, if the perils of the labyrinth are any indication. Then I move that all further exploration of the tower be delayed until such time as the exhaustive analysis of the structure's defense has been completed. Master Garland, may I entrust this task to you? What do you mean not impossible? Huh? Huh, Colonel? What? What you gotta say, huh? It would be my pleasure. Don't forget about us! Like you said, Chief, we found the ironworks to make sure the technology was used for the right reasons. And that means making sure it's not used for the wrong ones. We wouldn't be doing our job if we didn't see this through to the end. Lads, I hope you're ready for some back-breaking chores. Well, everything seems to be in hand here, so I shall take my leave of you for the present. If I'm to witness the valiant tale unfold with mine own eyes, I must needs hone my martial skills ere we ascend the spire. You'll do nothing of the sort, Graha. Your knowledge may prove useful to Master Garland's investigation. Look at him, pal! I love him. No, bad. As an observer, I am not, strictly speaking, subject to your authority. Pray do not mistake my intent, Sake. I am well aware that I shall never be a match for one of your innate talents, however hard I train. Be that as it may, pray do not allow your skills to rust from disuse during their common call. We'll need you fighting fit for our subsequent forays that have proved as productive as this one. Mark me, we have not yet caught more than the briefest glimpse of that which time has obscured. Soon, however, we shall cast off the veil and gaze upon the glory of the Allagan Empire. And with that encouraging thought in mind, it is time we bring this assembly to a close. Let us all focus on the task at hand, that our next expedition may begin all the meeting adjourned. Yay! I'm trying to remember how long the quest line is after this to unlock the second one. Uh-oh. Such a terrible mess, yes. Yet it does leave the door wide open, so to speak. I cannot help but be impressed. I'm beginning to understand the reliance you place on adventurers, old friend. So this is the legacy of the Allagan Empire left behind. If my readings are correct, the energy source awaiting atop the tower is matched for even the Ultima weapon. Nay, more than a match. A new toy for me to play with. Oh my god, it was him the whole time? I believe the fates had conspired to deny me my just rewards once again, but it would seem they had a greater destiny in mind for me. So long as my ambition burns, I shall strive to seize it. The dream lives on, Cid. Do not disappoint. Bow, bow, bow. Yay! And now we gotta do the Cypress Tower! Ah, to you, my friend, you are doubtless eager to hear of our progress in the Crystal Tower. Excellent. I'd be disappointed to hear otherwise. Of course, disappointed is the word of the day, I fear. I'm ashamed that there is nothing worthwhile to report. I'm gonna do it? What are you gonna do, huh? The Suns continue to probe the labyrinth of the Ancients, and every day bring new discoveries. Alas, the same cannot be said of the Crystal Tower proper. We've not been able to set so much as a single foot inside it. You will recall how the 8 Sentinels stood between us and the labyrinth initially. In like manner, the entryway into the Principal Spire, Cypress Tower, the Allagans called it, is also protected by technology far more advanced than our own. Sid and I have tried every trick you know, but without success. Frankly speaking, we are at a loss. It is discouraging, but we cannot give up. There must be a way in. So the situation stands, my friend. Until we gain entry into the tower, I fear your talents shan't avail us. It will require time that I am loath to waste, but I have a mind to set my people to scouring such ancient texts as we have on hand. Perhaps we can be of assistance? Yes, the maid outfit is for the whole stream. Are you sure? Be at ease, friends, for we share the self-same goal. I'm Une, and my companion is called Doga. We are scholars of the Allegan civilization sent by the students of Baldessian to assist in your endeavor. Une and Doga, rather unusual names for this day and age, if I might be forgiven for observing, but I digress. Nya! How dare you make me hydrate? You claim to be here at the students' behest, but we have received nary word of your coming. Moreover, in light of the recent incident at the Isle of Val, I should think they have rather more pressing concerns. We can only assume that the message failed to reach you due to some mishap. I assure you that we are here to help. Uh-oh. What is it, Gra? 'Tis nothing. There was a pain, but it had subsided. Well, well, this is rather unexpected. Your right eye is the same as ours. No, bad. Bad, Bobber. The same? You have the Allegan eye as well. This sanguine hue is said to be a trait unique to the Allegans, that I inherited it from my father as he did from his. Only one child in a single generation is born with the eye. All my life I have sought to learn the truth of its manifestation. If there is aught you know, I implore you to tell me. My deepest apologies, but we have no answers for you. Only one thing is certain. Those who possess the trait are bound by fate to Alec. As your eye has placed you upon the path you walk, so too have we come here to fulfill our destiny. Absurd though it may sound, it is the truth. Seems to me we have naught to lose by accepting their aid. What say you? If that is your wish, then so be it. You know that I still mean to verify your story with the students of Baldessian. When I am able, I trust there will be no objections. Very well, as of this moment, I name Une and Doga advisory members of NOAA. Without further ado, let us have them examine the Cypress Tower entrance. I promise you will not have the cause to regret your decision. Dick, I should be much obliged if you were to accompany our new friends to the tower. Biggs and Wedge are presently surveying the two of them can show you the way. Upon arrival, pray report to Master Garland. He will brief you on the situation. I shall join you, Seika. With your and Doga's knowledge, along with your uncanny knack for setting events in motion, I'm hopeful that we will finally see progress. Bye-bye! I don't... Oh, God, what was that? I don't think the next raid will take too long to unlock. Hopefully. But we're almost 2 hours in, and we still have this one, and then an even longer one afterwards. Not exactly looking forward to it. Well, if it isn't Seika, but eager to enter Cypress Tower and kill everything in sight, no doubt. As I'm sure you've already heard, though, the place is locked up tight as a clam. New friends from the students, you say? Excellent. It's been slow going, or rather no going, for the chief. He'll appreciate the help. If you'll just follow me, I'll take you to him. I did the hydrate! What do you mean? How dare. It's so funny how the doors are like a full generation above every other character right now. Ah, some old faces left the spirit, and a couple of new ones besides. Allow me to introduce Une and Doga. They are scholars of ancient Alec, sent here by our friends of Baldessian to aid in the investigation. We understand you are having trouble circumventing the tower's defenses. It is our hope that we can be of some small assistance. If your tires ought to go by, your assistance should prove invaluable indeed. To begin with, let me tell you where we stand. Beyond rises Cypress Tower. This is the principal spire of the structure, collectively known as the Crystal Tower. The only way to get inside is through the proverbial front door, the imposing gate you see here. Problem is, we can't get inside. It is sealed by some mechanism whose workings are an utter mystery to us. Having no success via more orthodox methods, I'm enchanted with everything from a pickaxe to a magic. Nothing so much for the scratch on it. For a blessing, the gate doesn't try to reduce us to ashes like the 8 Sentinels, but that doesn't make it any less effective as a security mission. It's fiendishly frustrating in its simplicity. The only clue we have is the elaborate device carved upon it. A man and a woman, respected. Like in royalty by my judgment. Is that URLAAF? What? URLAAF. No! I am Link F99S! How dare! As I microwave... beep, 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 beep! Precisely who these individuals were, we cannot say. Nor do we know whether the device actually serves a purpose. Like as not, it is purely decorative. If you're thinking to force it, save your strength, it's no use. Just ask the calluses on my hand. Rest assured, we do not mean to waste our strength. Indeed, why should we exert ourselves when the gate will open of its own accord? I do no such thing, Pom-Pom. What do you want about, huh? Yeah. I don't think any of us expected that to happen. It is so hard to see, yeah? 7 hells, what is this? What did you do? What are you? Piercing the heavens and gathering the light, a symbol of mankind's glory and might. Its virtue guarded by gates impregnable, only to those of royal blood answerable. Exactly as passed down through legend, I am delighted to see. Beg pardons for interrupting your bewilderment. I couldn't help but notice the remarkable playthings you have acquired. Nero, you're still alive. Garland. If I didn't know better, I would say you weren't happy to see me. Ah, but I jest. In light of our recent meetings, you have every right to be wary. Rest assured, I am no longer a threat to you. My legion is for all intents and purposes defunct. My association with it means a tight noose awaits me back in Garlemald. And so I've been roaming this land of Eorzea, a regular itinerant. How dare you! I'll bite you, Bobbert. I am not a femboy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How dare. I think we should throw Bobbert into the Crystal Tower. Yeah. In the course of my wanderings, I chanced to catch wind of your latest venture. It sounded positively fascinating. And so I decided to come here and join you. How dare. To the wrongs you committed. You think us that gullible? If you are suspicious of my intent, 'tis only my just deserts. But I'm determined to make amends. As a gesture of goodwill, I will share with you what I know, starting with these two odd characters. As you are doubtlessly already aware, the Crystal Tower is a symbol of ancient Aleg's might and prosperity. Entry was permitted only to royalty and a select few individuals. According to the records I have unearthed, only royal blood can open the gate. In other words, the Emperor and his progeny were living keys. You mean to say that these two are descended from Allegan royalty? Oh, I suggest nothing so glamorous. To put it plain, they are imitations of royalty, living keys born of Allegan ingenuity. Clones, I believe, is the name your creators gave your kind. Is that not so? It would seem that the time for concealment has passed. Pray accept our apologies. 'Twas not our intent to deceive. We simply wish to avoid causing undue alarm by prematurely making what many would consider deranged claims. If it please you, let us return to the 8 Sentinels. There is much and more to tell. Very well. Seven hells. Do you seriously mean to follow us around? Come, Garland. You know me better than to think that I spoke in jest. What more will it take for us to be reconciled? A gift, perhaps? An elegant tombstone holds the information I just shared with you, and a deal more besides. It used to be the jealously guarded property of the 14th Legion, but it is yours now. I wish you joy of it. Oh, I'm gonna bite you. I look forward to working together, old friend. Why? Look at your name. That's why. Why does it not give you the Banivator? That is so funny. You're ready to listen, we shall tell you all. As it pertains closely to your investigation, your leader Rambrose may wish to be present. 2 emails? Ah, I see. Yeah, so it is just purely tied to the emails, huh? Before we begin, pray allow me to apologize again. It's not our intent to deceive you. As you have already gathered, we are not scholars sent by the students of Baldessian. Nay, we are clones, copies of people who once existed, given life through elegant technology. That's a rather lot to take in. If it would not be considered unseemly, might I ask why you and yours were created, and more specifically, what it is that you now seek to do? Answering your question requires that we revisit elegant history. Pray bear with us. The Allegan Empire reached its zenith long before our kind came into being. In that glorious age, the Crystal Tower stood tall as the symbol of Allegan pride. Parents took their children there that they might learn how the nigh limitless energy produced brought prosperity to the whole empire. That prosperity, however, bred decadence, and the empire began to show signs of stagnation. The decline was made all the more rapid for want of strong leadership. In a matter of generations, the Allegan civilization became a pale shadow of its former self. Its once gleaming cities fell into disrepair, and its frontier lands were given over to the wilderness. In lamenting the pitiful state of affairs, one technologist made it his mission to restore Alleg to greatness. Amon was his name, and he believed that the ailing empire wanted for but a potent ruler, and none was more potent than its founding father, whom he sought to resurrect. The founding father? You cannot mean Emperor Xande. None other. As part of his experiments, Amon created clones of the Emperor's descendants. We are the products of that experiment, copies of Une and Doga. Historical texts mention the reign of 2 Allegan emperors named Xande. It's commonly believed that the second was the namesake of the first. After all, such a custom is not uncommon among royalty and commoners alike, to think that the two were in fact one and the same. Aye, Xande returned from the grave and assumed his throne once more. And true to Amon's prediction, the Empire restored his realm to the glory once. Would that he could have been satisfied with that. In his previous life, the Emperor desired to bring the entire world under Allagan dominion, ambition that ultimately went unfulfilled. Having been granted a second chance, he was determined to succeed. Realizing that he needed more power— What is that command? Huh? What is up with that? I don't got that here. Realizing that he needed more power to wage his war of conquest, Xande turned his sights toward the forbidden source, darkness. In order to learn how to harness this power, he converted the Crystal Tower into a restricted research facility. Darkness again. Seven hells. What is it with the megalomaniacal rulers turning to darkness in their lust for power? At least this one won't be bothering us, being thousands of years dead and all. It's one of Marie's, well, I ain't here. Would that you were right, Master Garland. Alas, Emperor Xande is very much alive. Within Cypress Tower, he still abides, his ambition burning all the more ardently for his empire's collapse. We don't got that either. There is no help. You're stuck here. Wielding the power of darkness requires prodigious amounts of energy. Energy that not even the Crystal Tower could produce. In order to augment the shortfall, Dalamud was created and launched into the heavens. On high it hung, gathering the sun's energy and channeling it to the tower below. However, a miscalculation resulted in a surge of energy that escaped into the land. This triggered an earthquake of unprecedented violence, the calamity that ushered in the Fourth Umbral Era. In the blink of an eye, the mighty Allagan Empire was laid to waste. Yet even as the Crystal Tower was sinking the earth, technologist Amon, now Emperor Xande's closest aide, invoked powerful magics and halted the flow of time. Yeah, shout out Prom. Okay, this is another thing. They updated how this looks, and it looks so fucking beautiful. Every soul within the structure of the Emperor included was placed in deep slumber. That state where they would remain until the time was ripe to awaken. Thank you, I appreciate you. Why do you appreciate me, huh? Huh, Colonel? Eras came and went. After millennia lying dormant, Dalamud was summoned back to the earth. Its descent triggered the Seventh Umbral Calamity, in the wake of which the Crystal Tower re-emerged. At that moment, Emperor Xande awakened. Just do? Well, thank you, Colonel. I appreciate you as well. His lust for power, the Emperor consorted with darkness, was seduced by its corrupting influence. Even though his empire is now little more than a fading memory, he will stop at nothing to see his ambition realized. Tis for no other purpose but to put an end to Xande's madness that we exist. This is the mantle we have inherited from our namesakes, the true Une and Doga. I am not a Thunderhead boy! I will bite you! I will bite you! How dare! Fearing what might befall the world, the two of them sought to thwart their emperor. They gave unto us their will, that we might carry on their mission should they fail. When it came to our senses within the Crystal Tower, we deliberated a course of action. Concluding that we alone could not overcome Xande, we struck out to find a worthy ally. It has taken years, but our search is finally over. It is no ordinary woman who can cut a path through the labyrinth of the ancients. To you as our champion, Seika Agane, we are confident that we can end Xande's dark ambition once and for all. Well, that'll teach me for speaking too soon. Setting my chagrin aside, I see now why you knew about the students about Dessine among a host of others. You're observing our investigation the whole time. So what will we do, Seika? The world's in grave danger again, and it just so happens you're an expert at saving it. Let me at him! I'll beat the shit out of that guy! You have our eternal gratitude. Together, let us see the Allagan Empire's dark past laid to rest. It's been our mission to recover the long-lost knowledge of the Allagan civilization. But what worth is that knowledge if I mean subjecting the realm to peril? Truth be told, it pains me to think that the tower's secrets may become lost to us. But the greater good must ever come first. Besides, no quantity of ancient relics can compare to our friends Une and Doga, living, breathing element. And so I hereby declare a change in Noah's objective. Henceforth, I shall direct all efforts towards sealing off Cypress Tower. Its dark secrets must never known in the light of day. Seika, as you did for us within the Labyrinth of the Ancients, I would have you enter the structure and eliminate hostile elements. Suffice to say, this includes Emperor Zende himself. Meanwhile, the rest of us shall examine ways to isolate Cypress Tower from the outside world. To work then. What you lolling about? Wait, there's something I must know. My right eye is like yours. Does this mean... You inherited the trait from your father, you said. Know that clones are unable to bear offspring. You have no cause for concern. Oh, you just read. Now, how dare! The elegant eye, you called it, but to us it is the royal eye, owing to the fact that the trait manifests only in those possessed of royal blood. I cannot well explain why the eye runs in your line, but I am disinclined to think it a coincidence. Though you're doubtless impatient to learn the truth, pray have patience. All will be revealed in due time. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Well, Graha? My apologies if I've given you caused away. I'm quite well, I assure you. As you can appreciate, there has been much for me to think of. Now's the time for action, not idle thoughts. Cypress Tower awaits us. Your task is to eliminate all hostile elements within the structures, and himself included. This will afford us the chance to seal off the facility. May the crystal grant you strength. Yay! 2 hours in, and we finally get to do the second raid! Cypress Tower, now accessible. Now, luckily for us, this one should go much quicker. No, how dare you? Not true, how dare. Nya! How could you deface my emote like that? How could you? You are evil. So let's hope that the what's the word? The queue time is quick. Fourth favorite emote? What's your first, second, and third then? The gloom. Shush, shush, mushy, sippy, mushy, pop. Ah. Soon I will have a sippy emote. I mean, theoretically, if I remember correctly, I think Sousa said it should take around a month. So, you know, hopefully. You should hopefully be hearing from Suso soon about it. I can't wait to get the sippy email. It's gonna be animated and everything. Is there a way to see a list of commands? No. The only one who knows the commands are me. Animated Sippy, like, yeah. It's gonna be animated. It's gonna be like of a little chibi me with like a big cup, and I'm gonna be like drinking out of the big cup. I'm excited for it. There is no such command, Bobbert. Oh yeah, I can show you guys the new mount I got on this character as well. Because I decided to, because I was doing a bunch of grinding on my main character. And I got this to drop, so now we have a shark mount. There's Zuro's Mind Sippy on Twitch. It has so much sass. It's the closest I have. If only. However, that's copyright, and the copyright lawyers will kill you. Don't ask me why the shark can fly. It can, though. That's not my email. That is also true. Sadly, I don't have the T-Sip emote. You just did PT? Alright, let me do some jumping jacks for you, Prawn. Just for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Just for you, Prawn. Turtle wants to collect more sippy emotes. Bum, 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 bum. Bum. Oh wait, Colonel, I also have another one for you. I have another thing to show you. I got a new minion. Go, run, you're boiling water. Oh, it popped. It's the tipping tortoise. Great. We'll get all manners of tortoise mounts for you. What happens if I like slash poke? No. Slash pet? Look at it go! Look at it! That wasn't the only thing I got. You know, I got a few more. Like this cat. Can we keep him? We can't keep him. But look at this fat cat. Oh. Oh. Kitty. If you can't pet the cat, then I'll be sad. You can pet the cat, yeah. Not bad. I also got... Did I break it? Hey, there should have been one more. Huh. Oh wait, no, I didn't get that one because I had to get something for it. Yeah. 20,000 bits. That's how much. Big cat. Uh, 20,000 bits is crazy. Yeah, well that's how much you need to get me. What do you mean you approve, huh? Hey, Pop. You know, only 2 hours then. Hopefully this time we actually get it. Yeah, we got in. We're in. We got in. Yay! No, I don't want to hydrate. You're making this only an insane person to do it? Yeah. You have to be insane if you want to do that. Alright, I hope you didn't skip leg day because we're about to be climbing a lot of stairs. That's a lot of stairs here. Why do I hate you? Because look at your name. The one that you have right now. And all the others that you have involving me. I'm not reading it. You will not trick me into reading it out loud. I will not read your name out loud. You cannot make me. I am not reading it. You're not tricking me. So, you know, at least for everything else that is annoying about these raids, at least this one is fast. That is the only benefit. This one is fast. You will do no such things. Your tricks do not work on me. Your bobbert tricks. I am not a femboy. Oh yay, fun time. I've been chosen to be frozen. I'm frozen up in the air. That's so funny. Oh, people don't know how to deal with this. Oh, great. Oh dear. So what's supposed to happen is that people are supposed to bring the fire orbs to us people who are frozen. But they're not doing that. But it doesn't matter because this raid is so out-geared and out everything that it literally does not affect it at all. Ba 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 blah 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 blah. Okay, but like also imagine living in this place and having to climb up these stairs every day to do your work. Like the Crystal Tower is like twice the size of like the Burj Khalifa. It's a whole bunch of nonsense, is what it is. Most advanced empire the world's ever seen, and they did not invent elevators. Like, what the heck? What? What? How can you blame me? How did I distract you, Prom Prom? Huh? How did I distract you? I do no such thing. Too much water boiled. Also, I had to cook it longer, or some would be uncooked, so that makes some parts of it mushy. Rip. I always undercook my my ramen because I like it crunchy. Let's go! Base prawn prawn. Another boss that we just completely ignore the mechanics of to beat the shit out of it. Pandora's box, what the heck? Oh no! Ah! Cursed! Why always just undercook it a bit, drain the water, and put in a generous amount of soy sauce and seasoning? I don't. You typically put soy sauce? I typically just eat my ramen plain. What I'll typically do is I'll just undercook it and then just get the fork and then just pull it out and eat it right then and there. Soy sauce helps so much though. I am a boring person, Bon. I can just eat ramen plain. I hate this. I hate this so much. Yeah, I use forks. What do you use? Chopsticks? I mean, I use chopsticks when I have the cup of noodles, but if I'm making ramen on its own, then I just use a fork. I'm also really bad with chopsticks. I do not have dexterous hands. My dexterity score is very low. It's my go-to for honestly a lot of things. I can imagine. They are very nice. I'm just not dexterous enough. I'm not good at using chopsticks. I don't have to find more of the skill required for anything. I just really close my mouth from learning chopsticks. Huh. That's interesting. Yay! We're finally at the final boss! Yay! We still have another raid after this. God help me. Bum, bum. You fight valiantly, mortals, but to no avail. Absolute darkness draws nigh. Soon it will be unleashed and all shall return to nothingness. Yeah, I'm also just gonna do this. I should try and get better at chopsticks. I'm just really bad at them. Alright. Hey, a fight where we actually somewhat have to do mechanics. Yay! Beat him up, beat him up. Oh no, I'm probably not. Alright. And that's raid 2 of 3 complete! Yay! Ma. Cypress Tower complete! We're over halfway done. Let's go. I'm starting to get hungry now, which is not good. Seika. You did it. You defeated Emperor Xande. Empires may rise and fall, but man's I don't know how to pronounce that word. Spirit ever lives on. Truly, you are the champion we had hoped for, Seika Ogane. The Emperor Xande now at rest. His dark legacy may be undone. Are we not gonna mention the scary, dark, evil hole up above us? What are you playing at now, Nero? In case you haven't noticed, Garland, these are dangerous surrounds. Can a man be faulted for exercising due caution? At any rate, you need to mind me. I'm perfectly capable of looking after myself. Go on and finish what you came to do. There are two ways that we may seal off Cypress Tower, either isolated from the outside world or cripple its ability to produce energy. Choice of method is yours to make. Before you proceed, however, Dogen and I must needs attend to a task. That distortion, what is it? The power that Xande sought to obtain comes from the void, the world of darkness, our people called it. And the true nature of that power is none other than the armies of Voidsent. Voidsent feed on ether, as you may already know, and no plane is richer in it than ours. In exchange for their allegiance, Zand entered into an unholy covenant. He would open a gate through which the Voidsent can freely enter our world. The covenant, I'm afraid to say, is still in effect. However, being of the Emperor's lineage, Unai and I believe that we can annul it. By his blood, Zand sealed his dark pact. By our blood, it shall be undone. It is time. Yes, Doga, finally, we may fulfill our purpose. Oh, be still, my beating heart. For a moment I feared that this outing would end in disappointment. But my readings were not mistaken. Not even the Ultima weapon compares to this. What are you going on about? The Covenant is everlasting. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Uh-oh, bad time for the Echo. And so Mericidia is brought into the fold. Soon all the world shall be united under Allegan rule. And yet, with every dream that becomes reality, the memory of death grows ever more vivid, an endless void bereft of light and warmth. Though I may have defeated death, it did not leave me unscathed. Nay, its ravening claws have scarred my soul for eternity. Never shall I know peace. Beings without will, you cannot fathom my rage, my melancholy, my fear. What worth is wealth and power when all must inevitably be consigned to nothingness? If man has nothing, he need not know the pain of loss. So let there be nothing. Harvest more power, that the gate may be thrown full open. Let the cloud of darkness come and engulf the world, devouring all life, hopes, and dreams. Let all be returned to nothingness. Well then. Seika, pull yourself together. Is there no end to them? What in the seven hells is happening? Not now, damn it! No, Sid! I want one of those gun blades so bad. They're so cool. Nero, are they part of your grand plan too? Save your japes, Garland. I didn't put up with your arrogant face to play with worthless clothes. Something controls them, a Voidsent, and no ordinary one at that. Doga! Bye-bye! Confound it, without them there's no way to master the dark. One day, Linky, one day what? What do you mean one day, Colonel? The power is mine. Just tossed it into them. Uh-oh, bye-bye, Nero. Nero! The Covenant shall be honored. I am the cloud of darkness. I shall devour your light and return this world to the void. So the thing is, Colonel, technically gunblades are in this game, just not that one. We're not allowed to have the cool Garlean ones. We only get the explodey ones that are based off of FF8. Damn it. The rift is gone. What are you supposed to do now? As much as it pains me to live without them, there's precious little we can do. Let us return to the fight and consult Rambrose. Well, you know, it's a good thing that they left the door open so, you know, we can get back in here. I'm getting hungry, which is not good, because I don't want to go make food. Therefore, they don't count exactly, yeah. Let us fly up. Bam 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 ba da ba. Rambrose. All this happened within the tower. Gods preserve. The rift that manifested before the throne was a void gate. Of this I am certain. There exist myriad kinds of void scent. The more powerful the being, the larger the gate must be for it to pass through. But it would seem that Xande sought to open a gate of unprecedented proportions, one that would allow the cloud of darkness entry into our world. Fortunately for all mankind, he did not succeed. I shudder to imagine what this void scent is capable of. However dreadful it may be, we can't abandon our friends. Is there no way to save them? I will not lie to you, Master Gollin. The situation is bleak. The void scent can enter our world, and instances of men entering the void have never been documented. It pains me to give voice to my fears, but we do not even know whether our friends still live. Damn it. I feel so helpless. No, I refuse to give up. We must save Dog Anune. We share the same eye, 'tis true, but that is not what motivates me. Above all, I wish to help them fulfill their mission whose burden they have borne for thousands of years, and besides, we cannot leave matters as they are. So long as Xande's dark covenant is binding, our world is in danger. It is our duty to prevent the worst from coming past. G'raha, ever since meeting Une and Doga, you've not quite been yourself. Tell me true, is all well with your eye? I honestly cannot say. I know only that there is a memory that I must recall. As a child, my father told me that the truth of our eye rests with Alec. The answer eludes me still, but one day I will find it. I am with G'raha. However slim the odds, we must try to save Une and Doga. Aye, that bastard Nero as well. But only to make certain that he won't make any more mischief. You have the right of it, though we may know them but briefly. Doga and Une are our comrades. We cannot fail them. I shall consult experts in literature both. I swear to leave no stone unturned. You know that may be a while before we're ready to act. I would ask that you all be patient. When dealing with the void, one cannot be cautious enough. My thanks again for your assistance. Pray rest now that you can. For when the time comes to go after our friends, you must be at no less than full strength. We'll save them yet, Seika. Mark my words. Circus Tower! Alright, I am getting really hungry. I'm gonna go make something to eat real quick, and I will be right back. Where is it? Where is it? Where is my be right back? There it is. Alright, I will be right back. I have mac and cheese now. Let me quickly eat a little bit of it. The World of Darkness. Oh, it's hot. Ah, Seika. It is good you are come. I have news you must be made aware of. Last none of it bodes well for us, nor of Une, Doga, and Nero, imprisoned in the Dark Room. Think back upon our last foray into the Cypress Tower, if you will. The calamity stirred the place from its long summer in Oroka and Burzan. For you, Seika, you ensured he was laid to rest permanently. But the Emperor has sealed a binding covenant with the terrible void sent in this cloud of darkness. Even as Doga and Une labored to annul the contract, the entity reached through a rift and dragged the pair of them and Nero out of our realm. Since that day, Nero has devoted itself to rescuing Une, Doga, and Nero from beyond the rift. My research, however, has exposed a far more dire problem. Crystal Tower still acts upon the Emperor Zan's orders and collects energy to open another void gate even as we speak. Indeed, the place nigh hums with energy. We've done all that we can to stop the Imperial Edict, but to no avail. Just as the gate would open only for Une and Doga, so too will the tower heed only those of the royal blood of Alec. It is the most galling design, granted. This is not always so vexatious according to the elegant tombstones Nero presented us. Me up. During the golden age of Alec, the royalty had some means of bestowing their blood upon others. If they hadn't had such technology, Amon and his underlings could never have controlled the Crystal Tower. But we do not have either this art or any with royal blood. Even every moment we wait, a vast rift through which the cloud of darkness can enter our realm thanks. Such a disaster cannot be allowed to come to pass. We must seal the Crystal Tower and annul Zan's covenant with the Dark Realm. If only breaking the ladder would suffice, but then what of the energy building the Crystal Tower? Without suppression, that power could discharge and cause a calamity like the one that destroyed Alec. In truth, we have more than just 3 lost compatriots to worry about. If we do not act, our very world will fall before the might of this blade. Yeah, so we gotta go do something. We know but one way out of this predicament. Rescue those who can control the tower from beyond the Dark Realm and seal the rift shut after them. Mercifully, not all of our news is quite so bleak. It is true we cannot stop the Void Gate from manifesting within the tower, but this can be to our benefit. We can use the Cypress Tower for our own purposes and create a portal to carry us to the Dark Realm. We heard this possible from a man of the Thaumaturge Guild, well versed in otherworldly matters. And the Master Golem working to create said portal, the final preparations are well underway. Here comes the man himself. Seika, just the one we need. Yes, our fellowship is indeed complete, and all parties privy to our strategy, and you, Master Garland, how fare your endeavors? Quite well, the device is nearly ready. Though attaching the damnable thing to the Cypress Tower took every ounce of ingenuity the Ironworks has got, but it should produce the energy we need. With just a little more fine-tuning, we can open a rift. I'm here to request your presence at the tower. I'll leave Biggs and Wedge at the 8 Sentinels guides, and do hurry, Seika. I'm sure you wouldn't miss another chance to save the world, would you? Oh. Well, Sid certainly seems to have a firm hand on the helm. Shall I make our way to the Crystal Tower? Yay! We're almost free! I say as if World of Darkness isn't the longest one. Bum, ba, 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 ba. Let us in. I'm having the problem now of this little cup. Now the mac and cheese and doesn't have enough weight to support itself, so I need let me finish eating it. All right. Put that there for now. Food consumed. Raid time it is. Let's go fight. Seika, I bet you're here to watch us pry open a rift between worlds, eh? We're almost ready. Sector Tower is full of engineers going around and making adjustments. We're dealing with a lot of power. Single coupling's off, well, boom. But it should be fine, really. Anyway, you best wait at the top. The chief's there overseeing the whole operation. My friends, you've arrived. I'm just waiting for my engineers to give the signal. Then we'll see if we can't open a gateway to another world. There's something amiss, Graha. Emperor Zan's throne. How the mighty have fallen, eh? Once it stood as the symbol of Alag's art and power, now it's nothing more than an empty chair. Just imagine if Alag and civilization had lived on, and their just emperor still sat on that throne. How different our history would be. How much further would we have advanced? Unfortunately, there was no stopping Zand and his ambition. There were those who tried. Zan's war of dominion left no one unscathed. Unable to abide the horrors inflicted upon the people, warriors young and brave took up the sword against Alag. These men and women became as beacons of hope to those who had suffered, not unlike the warrior of light or knowledge. But all this merely hastened the destruction. Just as they moved towards Alag's heart for the kill, Zan lashed out in anger and frustration, as trapped beasts are wont to do. In his desperation, Zan desired that a great rift be opened to hasten the cloud of darkness' coming. To this end, he commanded the sun's power held within Dalamun be emptied into Sycra's tower at once. This act bore terrible consequences. The tower only withstood the blast by flooding the land below with energy. Sycra was solid by the very earth upon which it stood. The fourth Umbo calamity. I had learned of its cause from Une and Doga. I had no idea that rebellion incited Zan to rashness. The knowledge of Alec in history is astounding, Graha. Why, a man could study for 2 lifetimes and only learn half of what you know. Mayhap, 'tis strange though. I cannot seem to remember where I learned such things. Yes? Biggs, are you ready? Ready and raring to open up that void gate, Chief. I reckon when this machine's up and running, she'll be able to float 5 airships the size of the Argos. So just give us the word and we'll start channeling engineering the tower. Good, then let's get started. Our preparations are complete. Everyone step away from the throne. It's time. Alright, let's see what this machine can do. Now, Biggs. Boom. The evil portal! You know, I should probably have some people, like, here with, like, weapons and such, just in case Void Sent come through. Rift to the World of Darkness, as Une called it. Splendid work, Master Garland. You can't break out the meat just yet. The tough part's still ahead. We've broken into the Dark Realm, but the gates and all of that stable. It won't stay open forever, and only a few can use it. I, for one, will remain here to ensure the Void Gate stays open. As will the Sons of St. Konok. The Rift is our sole path to salvation. If it closes, we are all truly lost. Which leaves Seika, my friend. It is a heavy burden I must task you with, but there are none more able. Pray lead the adventurers beyond the rift. I do not know what awaits you save the cloud of darkness and our 3 comrades, but you must go, for the fate of our world now rests upon your shoulders. Yeah. This is our only gambit, but I have every faith you will succeed. There'll be no small feat to return after you pass beyond the rift. Make certain you are prepared before leaving. Yada yada yada. Why do I have a moment of your time, Seika? There's a matter of import we must needs discuss ere you leave. Graha, I love you, you're my favorite character, but also shut up. Shut up, let us get out of this raid. Let us go in there and beat the snot out of the cloud of darkness. Seika, I wish to speak to you about my eye. As you are no doubt aware, 'tis a trait seen only amongst Allagan royalty. Long have I pondered why such is my inheritance. The sanguine hue must have some bearing upon my destiny. This much Daga himself admitted, but what? In truth, the more I learn of the Crystal Tower, the less I am myself. Somehow, meeting those 2 clones has wrought great change in me. I am consumed with remembering something. Something ancient, but ever so important. And my father's words echo in my mind, the selfsame one his father told him. The truth of our eye rests with Alec. Mayhap what I wish to remember, and these words are related. Mayhap not. But I know I must learn the truth of that history hides from me. I would see this journey, our journey, through to the very end with my own 2 eyes. So I implore you, allow me to join you beyond the rift. Yeah. You have my thanks, friend. Now let us venture into the world of darkness to save our comrade and our realm. The world of darkness, now accessible. Alright, let's see. How long is it going to take us to queue into World of Darkness? Graha, my beloved. Linky, why didn't you save Curdle? What do you mean? Huh? What was I supposed to save Curdle from? They're strong enough to, but Curdle needs saving? What are we saving him from? Pray, explain, what is it that we need to save Curdle from, Prawn? Work? Oh no. The most terrifying enemy of all. I don't even think I have the strength to save him from that, Prawn. The Leech King. I don't know why, it's actually kind of adorable. She makes an amazing point. Why work, Turtle, when you could just, like, not? In the meantime, one day I shall be saved. That one day. You know, just go buy lottery tickets. Gamble your way to freedom. Good call. That is always true. You could just do that. Look at them run. He's so fast. I've been yelled at and unforgiven though, rip. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to put the eye patch on. Boom, what happens if I do this? Nah, the tipping tortoise doesn't have the shoulder animation. You want to see something cool, though? You see this little red panda? I target it and do this command. It climbs up onto my shoulder. Ain't that just adorable? There's a few other minions that do that, but you know, it's just adorable. It's just an adorable one. It's the only one I have on this character that does that. I need to get more minions on this character. You fool, you're taking to calling it as well. I'm gonna bite an elbow. Yeah, but there's a bunch of minions that that you can have like right on your shoulder. Again, if we were on my main, I'd be able to show more of it. But alas, we are not. Oh. You know what? Let's go back to the FC house. Let's just look at minions on the market board. Tiny rat. Tiny rat is a good one. We're just gonna buy a bunch of minions. The tiny tortoise. Small shell. That's a bit too expensive for my liking. I need to peer, a nutkin, an owl, a galakin. Hunting hawk. Morpho. Magic bucket. Bullpup. The otter. Axolotl. Aurelia polyp. Capybara. A broader otter. Oh. I want to get the shoe bill so much. It's only 9,000. I need to get that on my mind. Yeah. Oh, pop. Yeah, a bucket. It just follows you around. It used to be, actually, before this patch, really annoying to get. Come on, last healer. Yeah! World of Darkness! The World of Darkness. Alright, this is my least favorite of the three. Alright, for all those people, they just froze. A two-headed dragon. And sacrifice ninjas. The eye is no longer sealed. Alright, now unlike all the other ones where we did not have to interact with mechanics at all, we have to interact with mechanics in this one. And the mechanics suck. How am I cooked? Me cooked never. Alright, so main mechanic of this one is it doesn't attack, it's supposed to be M2, and you don't want to be in that. You don't want to get hit by the same one twice. Because I have to do mechanics. Listen, I'm good at doing mechanics. These are just boring mechanics. Look away from it when it does the thing. Alright, so this time I want to stand on this side. Level 150 death, don't be in there. No, I don't know how y'all just don't constantly just have fun making noises. Like, I only have a few I can make, and it's still so fun. You're right here. Yeah, I do make noises all the time. I just don't do it while streaming. It's in fact something my friend has a lot of fun doing. She'll just poke me just to hear like what random noise I'm gonna make. All right, boss number 1 down. I should like set up a device to give you guys a redeem so that you can just randomly poke me. Okay, well, usually on the I'm feeling so yeah. I'm trying to think of how much work it would actually take to set up something like that. I don't think I have the technical know-how or like the room to actually set something up like that. All right. Get rid of these gates. That would be complicated. It would need a cooldown. Yeah. See, I think if I were to do that, I think it would have to be like a bit redeemed. Like, I don't think I could do it as a normal point redeem. Or I might have it like the maid outfit where like it's an exceedingly expensive redeem either way. Like, he has both a bits and a point redeem, but they're both crazy expensive. Like, probably not as expensive as the maid outfit. It'd probably be like, I don't know, maybe like 500 bits or something. You want to poke me? You gotta at least give up $5. No, not bet. What's wrong with you? Yeah, but I have no idea how to like even attempt to set that up. Listen? What do you mean, listen? I spent 10,000 just what the heck? That's crazy. You still short some wires and caught on fire or something. Damn. You know, I will let you know, Prawn, my technology curse is mostly software based. I'm actually quite adept at dealing with hardware. Extra doubt? What the hell? Listen, I had to rebuild my whole computer when I switched over to the new motherboard. I can make computer bits. I took a robotics course. I was the only one that understood how to put the goddamn robot together, and no one else did any work, and it was annoying as shit. They're meant to be consumer products. All right, well, what about the robot, huh? I don't know if that's up. I'm now just thinking about how my computer teacher rage baited us like so hard. Ow, I'm dead. Because what he did like on the first day of class was go like, all right, I want you to explain to me what a computer is. And then he would be like, all right, well then is your phone a computer? Is this clock a computer? Like, and he just kept rage baiting us with it so much. It was funny. I approve of that, teacher. You know, okay. Here's the funny thing, right? So he was the computer teacher. He taught computers. He taught the robotics class. His name was Mr. Man. Yeah, no, none of us in our class had the wherewithal to do something like that, Prom. That was an AP course as well. Yeah, no, his name was Mr. Man. Yeah. Disapprove now? Why do you disapprove Mr. Man? That sounds like something you'd call your dog. It was man with 2 N's. Okay, we're Alliance 8, so we're on Atsugi. I was just good there. We'll at that point just be called Mr. Mister. All right, we're on Alliance A, so we don't have to be bored. We're not on board duty. Thank goodness. No, bore. B-O-R-E. Yeah, you have to get minied, and then you go into that goo there, and then he eats you. And then you end up in his stomach, and you have to fight ads in his stomach. Also, if you step into that thing when you're not mini, you die instantly when you need to. All right, and then Team C puts the chains on him. We're almost free. After this is just the final boss. Yep. Oh, then there's still like a little bit of story, but we're basically done with the Crystal Towers. Yay! Feet leading into utter darkness now stand before you. Cutscene time! Who disturbs the gloom? Ah, mortals from the realm of light. That was too fast. I am the cloud of darkness. What I do not smother, I devour. What I cannot devour, I destroy. The covenant is everlasting. All mortals before the flood of darkness. I can't, it's too fast. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. Alright, it's a giant woman. This is another just kind of really easy fight. That's boring because of how easy it is. Why is she so big? Because she's a giant woman. She's the cloud of darkness. Can you shrink ray her? No. But a later raid allows us to fight a different version of her that is a normal sized person. Yes, her animations are very stiff. Remember, this was originally from 2013. This is from 2013, running on an engine made in like 2005. And they have not gone back to update it since. I always forget that I'm older than you. Oh, gosh darn it. We have to actually do the ad phase. I'm a 2000s baby. I don't know, you just give off the energy of someone who's a bit older. Like, I can see you being like 27. Yay! Going to Mushy, I give mom vibes. I can see that when you're disappointed in someone. You really give that like disappointed mother like feel. Mama. Sure, that guy. Hi, Mr. Last Hi, hi. We did it. We're free from the Crystal Tower. Hey. Well, not yet. There's still more. We still have the story to go through. Why 27? I don't know. This is the number that came to head. What the seven hells are they? Without them to stem the energy in the tower, our defeat of the Cloud Aids cause little. Doga! Une! Can you hear me? Nero! Must you be so infernally loud? Are you so keen to attract more void scent? Though I don't blame you for missing my company. Think the 12. Are you alright? As all right as can be expected, Renee has simply passed out. Nero, by the gods, what happened to you? Alas, his wounds were too deep and allowed this foul place entry to his body. Now the darkness claws at the ether of his very form. Would that we could have protected him. The cloud of darkness is bound by Zan's unholy covenant to bring prosperity to Allagan royalty. The same blood that sealed this contract gives us a measure of protection. I say a measure, for this vow does not protect us from other void sin. The cloud imprisoned us here precisely to unleash fiends upon us. We'd be dead had Nero not defended us so valiantly. Mistake not my actions for kindness. I have use for you yet in Eorzea. I simply could not let harm befall you here. Where? Une, you are safe. Our friends have come for us. Have they? Then perhaps, Daga, there is yet hope we may fulfill our purpose. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Mortals, you dare to challenge me and now must feel my wrath. Did you think to destroy me in my realm? Here I am eternal. I will smother your light and entomb your bones among my shadows. Are we truly so powerless here? As long as we fight the cloud in this realm, I fear so. And yet, though we may not be able to destroy it, this may be our chance to stop it. We strike now while the cloud can barely hold a form. Mayhap we can sever Zan's covenant. Yeah, Voidsent don't die. When you beat them up, they just turn into dust and reform after a little bit. Yes, and raise the bridge between the Crystal Tower and this foul place once and for all. Stheka, G'raha, you must flee. You and Daga mean to stay here? This madness! You must return with us! No one but you can save the world from the threat of the Crystal Tower. Oh! What is this trickery? Your blood. You too gain protection from Zan's blood. G'raha Tia, you are possessed of royal blood. That is why the royal eye runs in your line. The gift you have inherited, G'raha. You have been granted authority over the Crystal Tower. I had thought time would consume all of Alloy that was. That a man should still live with his forebears' blood in this age can be no coincidence. You're the youngest? That's crazy. Some person must have planted this gift in your line and used the heights of elegant technology to do so. True, the Crystal Tower is not like to recognize you as Allegan, not as you are now. But your royal eye bespeaks a simple truth. Within you dwells one feeble glitter that will illuminate all. The light of hope. Actually, right around the age of Moth, huh? I don't actually know how old Moth is. But how should I use this light? Pray tell me. You must gain control of the Crystal Tower. We will share our blood with you, G'raha, though its effects will be but ephemeral. It will bolster the Allegan's presence within you. This is our gift to you, that you may fulfill your destiny. All with the royal eye are bound by fate to Allag. Our part in this journey is to bury Zan's dark ambitions in the past. This was the true Une and Daga's purpose, one we have carried to the future. He's around the same age as you. Oh, huh. Know that as long as this light of hope survives in you, our souls will still remain, even if our bodies are lost. Yeah, G'raha getting a power up! Let's go, my favorite cat boy! He has 2 red eyes now! You must leave us as well, Nero. I'm sorry we could not live up to your expectations. Huh? What do you mean you've been claimed? Must return to you what is yours, though. You dropped it whilst defending us. What you seek by this instrument may not be possible, Nero, but do not give up. There are many other paths that await you. Of course they do. Doga, Une, I thank you. We shall never forget you. Now, Seika, Nero, let us quit this place. You shall not escape me, impudent children of light! Man, she sucks at aiming. Oh, rip Prawn Prawn, I'm sorry. No, you shall not escape us. Here, Zan's bloodstained dreams of glory end. Rip ads. There, the glint of light. It grows faint. Then the bridge between realms grows fragile by the Covenant's annulment. If that light dies, we are stranded here. Hurry! No, you can't give up yet. Nero, no! You must move! Leave me. I don't need you. If I die here, it'll be because I bloody well decided to. Failed to master darkness. I'll not suffer watching a green boy master the tower. I'll be using the crown of affiliate force to run at. Do what you will with it, but remember me, son of Allag. I am Nero Toskeva, the man who outdo Allag and Garland. That is what you hope to. May the Crystal Tower again be a beacon of hope for mankind. Go, damn you! Must move onwards. This not where I come to rest. But how did... So those damn clones did it after all. Now, onwards! Ah! Yeah! You owe me, Nero. The hell did I do? About you being put into ads. That's why. Ads suck. We did it! We beat the Cloud of Darkness! Nah, don't spray me, how could you? You returned unharmed. Thank the gods. When the Void Gate started to close, I never felt so powerless in all my life. We were running about like madmen trying to keep the gate open. And then the chief actually went and dived in. But we were all Where are Ine and Daga? They're not... Guess what? What? Chicken butt? I see. He'll miss the two of them dearly, but I am happy they fulfilled their purpose. That's so scary, Prawn. Why? Wrong one. This one. Why would you do that? That's so scary, Prawn. I see. We who live on must still tend to the Crystal Tower, though we now have no one able to seal it. That's not true, my friend. Ine and Daga have entrusted me with their blood. I can now control the Crystal Tower. Graha! Yes, I can see it in your eyes. Good, then let's put an end to this and seal away the tower. I understand your instinct, Rambros, but please, give us a moment to rest. I am weary to the bone, and Nero and Seika have both emerged from long battle. Of course, you have the right of it. Come, we shall leave this place for a spell and repair to Saint Conach's Fund. No, we gotta seal away the tower! No one but you could have succeeded in the world of darkness, Seika. Whether I could have been more use beyond the rift, as it stands, I was but a vessel for Daga and Unai's blood. What do you mean you miss it, huh? I knew you were evil. Have I remembered why I wished to? Yes, something has come back to me. Gaining royal blood and witnessing true bravery has reminded me of my forebear's dearest wish. But we need not speak of these things now. It is not my place to keep you. Pray go on ahead of me. There is something small I would do before I return. I could not have asked for a better comrade. If only I could have been part of your adventures for longer, Seika. Alas, fate dictates that I have a different role to play. A wish hidden for millennia and brought to light by the good people of Noah. Now, finally, 'tis my time to see it realized. I wonder why he's talking all ominously like that. I sure hope nothing bad happens to my favorite character in this game. Prawn is so real for that. Yeah. Explain that. Motherfucker. Why do they leave enemies right there? Drop aggro already. Alright. Oh no, you seem pretty evil. Can I express how glad I am to see you return to safety, Seika, and with the means to expel the threat of the Crystal Tower Brigade. Rest of you, then let us free ourselves from the specter of the elements. The Light of Hope. I trust you rested, my friend? Good. I wish to seal the tower now, but there's something we must do first. Let me summon the others and handful what happened beyond. So the elegant eye that runs in G'raha's line does mean that royal blood flows in his vein. Huh? What? Kitty punches! I forgot that move a long time ago. Ah! How dare you make me? How dare you? Oh, hydrate. Messed up. It is not odd to think its forebears gained it via ancient technology. But who imbued its family with the blood? For what purpose? Mayhap all this was fate, from discovering the tower to G'raha gaining Yune and Doggett's blood. Yeah, cat punch! Go! Wah! 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 Get punched, Colonel. Has G'raha said anything? For that matter, where is G'raha and what of Nero? I'm not sure about our resident historian, but Nero left the tower with me. Where he vanished to, since I cannot say. And knowing him as I do, I don't believe he'll scheme against us for the time being. Though he is still Nero. Seika, you say G'raha stayed behind at the Crystal Tower. I wonder if he even now prepares to seal the place off. Master Ambrose! Master Ambrose! Is G'raha here, sir? He came into the Crystal Tower and began ordering researchers out. What? Why did he do such a thing? Nya! You can't use bite. That's my signature move. No. How dare. I used bite back. Nya! No, sir. He is quite insistent. He all but bodily forced us out the gates. I suppose it's possible he told one of the others, but I wasted no time in finding out. Thought it best to hasten here and ask your guidance. No, I didn't know such thing. Very well, let's go and speak with these researchers and get to the bottom of this queer business. Esther Garland, Seika, please come with me. No doubt G'raha means to seal off the Crystal Tower, but it still worries me that he did not breathe a word of his plan to us. No, I did not do any nyas. No. Not at all. What do you mean suspicious? You're the one who's suspicious. Sus turtle. Nope, you're pretty sus. I do not go nika. Oh shit, god damn it. What in the world was G'raha thinking? Demanding we leave the tower. No doubt you want to know why. I wish I knew that myself. Of course he would tell me nothing, but he will be honest with you, miss. I'm certain of it. Go no further, my friends. The door will close ere long. So you are of a mind to seal the tower, G'raha. I know time is of the essence, but I ask is a hint of your plan. Please come here so we can discuss this. No, my apologies, but I cannot. Come on, what is this nonsense? If aught is amiss, surely we can help. Not this time, my friend. Just as Une and Doga fulfilled their destiny, so too must I fulfill mine. My blood has awakened me to this fact. As my father told me, the truth has always lain with Alag, or rather, 'twas there the wish I must grant was born. You see, not all the world perished in Zan's calamity. Survivors stood amidst the ruins of Alag, looking to the Crystal Tower, but it was nowhere to be seen. Yet they hoped its spires would again dominate the land, and prayed that the Crystal Tower would be a beacon of hope to people everywhere. Word of this soon reached the only member of Alagan's royalty to outlive the Empire, the Princess Selena. Selena was moved by the people's dearest wish. She used the very best of Alag's technology to give her blood and memories to he whom she entrusted most. The man was my forebear. For millennia we waited. Alag's art and ingenuity faded, our royal blood grew thin. But before the last drop could vanish from the realm, the memory of all this returned. Can I borrow some crystal from the tower for my drink? No. And now I must fulfill the wish of the ancients. The tower will shine forth as a new beacon of hope. Graha, the Crystal Tower's strength poses too great a threat for Eorzea now. We would need technology as advanced as Alag to use it correctly. As things stand, we barely understand the tower's workings. Hell, so we may never fully comprehend them. It's as you say, Sid. We could wait for someone, someday, to reach the same heights as Alag, but by then we will have lost the royal blood and the means to control the tower. But what if I do as Amon did, and put the tower into a deep sleep? What? You cannot mean that. I am deadly serious, Sid. The tower may only be used once men rival the Alagans in knowledge. I will slumber within Cypress Tower until then, to greet those with the means to open the gates. Then I will guide them. Thus will the tower shine forth as the beacon of hope it was meant to be. It is the only way to make the wishes of the ancients come true. The future is where my destiny awaits. But yours lies outside of these doors. Go! Create a future where hope reigns and the tragedies of the past are but memories. No one but you can accomplish such things. Nothing we say will make you change your mind, will it? Onwards to a brighter future. It won't be easy, of course, but that's exactly what we'll do. No, why would we kill him? How dare? He's my favorite character. Bad. We'll catch up with the Alag. Just you wait. We'll cover all that lost ground before you even know it. Thank you for the lurk, Bron. Well said, Reg. It'll only be a few years before we come knocking, Graha. Then you're in for a rude awakening. You shall be witness to Noah's accomplishments. Pray, keep alive our successes and forgive our failures. And may we meet again, my friend. Oh, you're not lurking? I'll keep you then, Rambros. I look forward to learning of your exploits, and you, Seika. I know history will remember you. No doubt your heroism will be the star by which I chart my course when I awake. Well, now I must rest. Recalling so much has put me in the mood for sleep. Farewell, my friends. I eagerly await a future born of your courage and the ancients' wishes. No! Graha! And my favorite character is gone. What's even the point of playing this game anymore? Yeah. I love Eternal Wind. This song is so good. Crystal Tower slumbers once again. No, it is too quiet for my taste. Goodbye, Sid. I must put all this at my back. Possibility beckons, and I am bound to follow. A new dawn has come for me. Ooh. Spooky sounds. Alright, we go talk to Rambros, and that will be the end. It's a narwhal. Oh god, no, not a narwhal! Actually, you know what? Funny that you say that. We will be fighting a narwhal eventually, kind of. But that's future stuff. That's for when we reach the second expansion, or first expansion, technically. Really? Yes. Although that's in the future. That's in Heavensward, and we're still in the Realm Reborn. Spawning, they need to like move those guys away from that. Their sight cones are too big for this shit. You approve? What, do you not like narwhals? Just miss Sid, Saika. There is much that needs his attention if he is to fulfill G'raha's wishes, it seems. It is not the end of Noah. No matter how lonely St. Connacht's find has become for our friend's departure. Let's all walk in different directions now. Remember that we labor for a brighter future. Led by G'raha's beacon. Sealing the Crystal Tower is but the first step. No, I approve that there's narwhals? Ah. Farewell, my friend. May our paths cross again. Well, you've completed the Crystal Tower Quest series. Rest well, champion, for the main scenario and many other adventures await you. And we've done it. We have completed the Crystal Tower raid series. Yeah, you know what? That is a silver lining. Yeah, we need a fucking silver lining after that. These raids suck. They're just boring, really. There's really not much to them. But with that, we have little stopping us from completing the main story and reaching the Heavensward expansion, which is when the game gets really good. But that'll be for another day, because tomorrow we're going back to FF5. We're gonna meet a turtle on it, which is gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna love it. And then Monday, more FF5. Tuesday, we're gonna be doing the new Peak update. Wednesday, I'm not entirely sure. That'll have to depend on a few factors. And then next Thursday, I'll be trying out Arknights. Possibly having a fun Archipelago collab on Friday with Nova. You will see. We'll have to work things out. It'll be a work rip. Of course, the one time that there's a turtle is the day that you have to go work. That's a real shame. No turtles for you. Yeah. Let's go find someone to raid. Let's see. Who is up at the moment? I'm telling you, the world hates it. It really does. Let's see. I'm not sure. Any guys got any recommendations for someone we should raid? Yeah, I will. Thank you for being here, Colonel. Anyone have a recommendation for a raid? Don't see any. Let me look at my list again. You know, let's raid Michi. She's up right now, so let's do that. Oh, thank you, Curdle. I was just about to do that myself. Alright, go have fun over at Michi's, everyone! I'm excited to do more FF5 tomorrow. Yeah. Bye-bye! Bye, everyone! Take care!